And before we begin, let's thank our sponsors. Inspect All Pest Services, providing the highest quality termite, pest, and wildlife control, also taking care of most of the stuff around your house. Insulation, pressure washing, gutter maintenance, and more in Metro Atlanta and the surrounding areas. InspectAllServices.com. The Mad Dog Manny Aurora, white-collar crime, criminal defense, DUI, drug offenses, and more. Based out of Georgia, litigates all over the United States, but if you need a damn good attorney, the AuroraLawFirm.com. And always get your questions into me for his next visit. Need help? Get help. That'd be with Ridgeline Counseling and Dr. David Markwell. 3 locations in Georgia, one across from Sprayberry High School in Sandy Plains, in East Cobb, Marietta near the Square, and McKaysville just outside of Blue Ridge. But the good doctor can do virtual sessions anywhere you're at. MarkwellTherapy.com or email him directly, ridgelinecounseling@gmail.com. Thank you to FPC Insurance. Just talking about them the other night to some new homeowners. Servicing Alabama, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Texas, Utah, and Virginia. Or if you're just looking to reshop your current insurance policies, get a hold of them. Phone 888-308-1841. Email info@fpcinsuranceservices.com. Whether it's for your house, flood, auto, motorcycle, boat, recreational vehicle, or personal property, policy. Always say property, policy. You can also get a quote online, fpcinsuranceservices.com. She's your guy, she's your guy, she's your guy.
I'm your guy.
That's your guy right there. My wife, Rachel Guy, looking to buy or sell a house in Florida or Georgia. There she is.
That's me.
In the flesh, 404-797-4600. Or you can email her, iamrachelguy@gmail.com. iamrachelguy@gmail.com. Alternate Power Solutions, family owned and operated. They are a Generac generator dealer, offering sales, service, installation, and repair of automatic home standby and portable generators. I didn't realize how big of a business this is. I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know how big of a business this was.
You literally need generators for everything.
No joke.
There's lots of natural disasters and a different kind in each state.
They have an A+ rating with the BBB, and you pay nothing until the job is complete, and you are a happy generator owner. Get a free home assessment. Give them a buzz, 770-853-7571. Or you can go to poweringeorgia.com and get $500 off your entire installation.
Woo.
By mentioning my last name, Bailey. Yeah. JHM Land Solutions. Family-owned, grading, land clearing, mulching, and tree company. Treat every project, big or small, which is what I love about these guys. Doesn't matter if it's just a little bitty project, they're going to come out there and they're going to crush it. A lot of times you get these people, like, I don't want to do that. That's not what happens with JHM.
They do mulch.
Solutions for your outdoor space. That's what they do. 770-274-9120. An amazing job. So, JHM Land Solutions. And then Jayco Contracting, gutter and roofing specialist. Give Cliff Bratcher a call. 7 days a week, 365. The guy doesn't sleep.
Never.
He hangs from the ceiling just to do your roof. 770-316-3876. 770-316-7876. They are licensed and insured roofing and gutter specialists covering all of Georgia. Also, Platinum Preferred Contractor in Owens Corning, who's the creator of Pink Panther. Free gutter guards with the purchase of a roof. We're talking commercial and residential, satisfaction guaranteed. You can get more information, jaycocontracting.com. That's JACOcontracting.com. Thanks to Alternate Power Solutions, Inspect All Pest Services for being our title sponsors for Podcast Imports 3. Those tickets still available. TheBaileyShow.com. We just announced Podcast Imports 4. Those tickets in its first weekend already selling out, I think, tiers 1 and 2.
Y'all better hurry up.
That's the Orlando one with hotels available. All those details for all the Podcast and Pours, TheBaileyShow.com. And if you want to sponsor the show, please reach out to me again via TheBaileyShow.com. All right, let's begin.
Go ahead and leave a comment about how you deal with your children leaving home while I recover.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Our kids leaving the nest is never easy. So in order to cope, Jason and Rachel have decided to share the journey of their kids, Caleb and Ariel, or Bees as most know her. Follow the story in this podcast.
Honey, I raised the kids.
All right, there it is, episode 24 of Honey, I Raised the Kids, the podcast about us becoming empty nesters. Thanks for being here. My name's Jason Bailey. There's my lovely wife, Rachel Guy.
Hey, y'all.
Together, collectively, we are known as Ray J.
I like it.
Ray J.
Ray J and Tuna.
Ray J and the Toon Tunes. We got all the dogs joining us right now.
She's living her best life up here. They're partying.
Yeah,
you watch
yeah.
this video, you can see them getting it back here.
Getting
it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, if you watch,
Getting it.
when we're on the YouTube. So
You see the tuna.
the free Bay episodes, the Monday and Wednesday episodes, always up on the Bailey Show channel on the on YouTube. So at the Bailey Show, if you want to get it. So this week I'd like to discuss. I was going to discuss. I want to know. I didn't tell you.
You didn't tell me.
I was going to discuss. It's funny, and we can hold this for a different episode, but how different money is when the kids get older.
Yeah.
And versus how we give it to them and how they ask for it. So,
okay.
But this one's better because this one involves a ginger.
There's a boy.
There's a boy. And
there's a boy.
I'm drink for being stupid, Jason. I didn't realize my daughter has a type of boy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
She does.
I didn't realize that.
They're all the same. Every single one of them. And you had no clue.
They're all gingers.
Because the first one dyed his ginger hair blonde.
No idea.
The second one, this is, throughout high school, middle school and high school. And she didn't have a lot of boyfriends, and she dated for, she's a good kid, good girl. So the first one dyed his hair blonde. The second one was like heart ginger, so he kind of looked blonde. If he was out in the sun a lot, his hair was blonde. Mm-hmm. So tricky. Because if he's always out in the sun, because he has a lawn care business. Mm-hmm. So you had no idea.
No idea. I had none.
Third one was right at the beginning. And he is mixed. He's a mixed kid. However, his skin is real pasty white and he's real ginger.
Yeah. She's got an odd type of dude. Like, I
Can I tell you where it started?
Sure.
Henry.
It started with a dog.
Yeah. Henry's a ginger. He's a real spicy ginger.
I wonder if there's something to that. I wonder if women are attracted to men based off of their dogs.
So which one of our dogs do you look like?
That's my next question.
Are you fat?
I would be fat.
Or are you Mr. Milt? You might be Milty.
I'm a mixture. I'm a mixture of both. I'm the old grumpy dick. And then I'm the fat.
And then you're the squishy tushy.
I'm the squishy tushy. But you mess with me, I'm going to come and get you.
I will bite you.
I will bite you.
Yeah.
I will get you.
Yeah.
I guess so. Like, that's...
Henry is her life.
Yeah, but, okay, so Henry, for those that don't know, is one of our 5 dogs. He's a
Henry, come here.
Full-bred Cavalier King Charles Cavalier.
We put the ginger on the camera.
And he's a ruby. They're called rubies.
He is a ruby.
And he's snorting right now. But this is our daughter's dog. And she's
like a teenage girl.
Yeah, and he was raised during COVID. Yeah. By a bunch of teenage girls in a room.
So he takes selfies. He knows how to he FaceTimes bees every day.
Goes to Starbucks.
He goes to Starbucks. Yep.
Yeah. So all those types of things he does. So these boys, I guess, are an offshoot of her dog, which I had no idea. I didn't know that was a thing, that women were attracted to men based off of their dog. As we're finding out, our daughter's type of boy is all based off of the dog, who's a ruby in the Cavalier world. In the human world, she likes gingers. Who would have ever thunk it?
Spicy gingers.
She likes spicy gingers because of the dog, not that dog.
You didn't know.
No.
You had no idea. That's how it works.
No, if she liked that dog, it would probably be a different type of boy.
Tuna's mixed.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
White, tan, and black.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So I'll buy into that. I'll buy into that.
Bay. There's a boy.
Yeah, so that's the next part of this. So, I feel like I've done a fairly good job of accepting boys when Ariel dates.
Yeah, she doesn't do it a lot, so it's good for you.
That a lot that I know of, right? So,
Yeah, well, you know of all of them. She doesn't do it a lot, and I think is very good for you.
and for the kickback that I always get from people of me being naive and living in the clouds and being silly and stupid and not realistic and stuff like that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I want to live there. Like I still,
You like to live there. Let me stay there. This is my safe space.
yeah, I still live in that world where when my daughter calls me or texts me on the phone, her picture is when she was 8, 9 years old.
I know, baby bees.
So I have more of an issue with these things than you do. You're
Correct. 'Cause
and
I see her as a young woman.
I don't.
Yeah.
I see her as daddy's girl,
Yes.
and it crushes
It
me.
will forever be an issue for you. Forever. It's not going to change.
Never, ever,
Never.
ever. And
I mean, my dad feels the same way about me still.
yeah, I mean, I guess that's a man thing. That's a guy thing. Absolutely. You know, it's a protector thing. So when I see, but I also realize that, and just like probably most of you dads, that when your daughters, they go off and they find a man, you just hope and pray that it's a good
human being.
it's a good dude, it's a good guy.
And that you, sir, have set the expectations properly. Because what she expects and how she expects to be treated, the groundwork was laid by you, sir.
Yeah, but that
Real
doesn't
high standard.
Okay, my point is it doesn't mean that there's not going to be guys out there that are just going to be horrible human beings.
Sure.
And they're going to be able to, trick you.
Right.
And so that's what I fear. That's what I worry about is, the wolf in sheep's clothing.
Right.
Because there's plenty of them out there.
Yeah.
So, and I've only stepped in, I think, maybe once.
Once, yeah, I remember.
And had a conversation with one of the kids because
He was being a dick.
Yeah, but I did it. I mean, it was just silly high school stuff, but I did it because I liked the kid, and I wanted, and
He's a good kid.
and I wanted him to see what he was doing was not his true character.
Yeah.
And so that's when I confronted him and I held his feet to the fire.
Yeah.
And I said, "Look, this isn't you, man." I go, "You're better than this, and you don't want your character to be judged off of these things that you're saying about Ariel." I was like, just take her out of the picture of being my daughter. And I mean, am I pissed? I was like, am I pissed at you? I'm like, no, I'm not pissed at you. I was like, if I were pissed at you, this conversation would be different.
Murder.
But this is not you, and this is not your character. And you know what? And he texted me later, and he said thank you, and he was very appreciative of me having that conversation with him and stuff. So that's the only other time. So then, so
He was a ginger, FYI.
and I didn't know that. I thought he was a blonde.
Nope.
Had no idea.
Fake blonde.
So she's Ariel's in her second football game at the University of Alabama.
Yep.
And
Game day, roll tide.
and she gets all dressed up and dialed up and posts the pictures and stuff.
Yep, all the girls do.
So I see the picture of this past weekend's game, and she looks like she's going to the club in 1997.
Hey, it's trendy. The girls get done. You get done up for game day. It is a thing.
Okay, I understand getting done up, but she looked like she was going to the club.
Hey, she's just in a little. They're called bodycon dresses because she's real feeling herself. She's skinny and in shape, and she's got some abs and all the things. She's feeling it. So she's in this little bodycon dress. But this past weekend, she wore like a black sweater dress that had a little cutout in the belly. And it's not the club in 1997. It's like trendy. It's normal.
I can't wait
It's
for
normal clothing wear.
I can't wait for winter.
I don't think it changes. Do you know that back in the day when it was like New Year's Eve up in Maryland, it didn't matter. You're still wearing your little bitty dress going out. New Year's Eve, you got to be all fancy and shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You freeze and you don't wear a coat.
Okay. Well, anyway, so she's going to the game, and and I see her in the dress, and she's with her roommate, and they're taking the pictures, and I'm like, great.
And they look gorgeous.
I'm sitting at a poker table, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, okay, I mean, it is what it is. And so I'm scrolling through, it's on Instagram, so it's got the little bubbles, and I'm scrolling, and I see the next picture of, her and her roommate and taking the pictures. I'm like, that's cute. And then, boom, out of nowhere.
There he is. Bam.
Boom, in your face.
Ginger.
Bright as red. Ginger ale, right there. Poof. And he's a shiny ginger.
Yeah.
He's not a dirty ginger,
No.
which I think I got to tell you, if I were to break down the ginger community, based off of my experience and the research that I've done,
all right,
I think the shiny gingers are a lot more tame and less like a serial killer than the
that's good.
dirty gingers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We don't like dirty gingers.
Because the shiny gingers, if you look closely,
Yeah.
they
sparkle.
They're like a chromosome away from being blonde.
Oh.
I don't know if that scientifically makes any sense, but you know what I mean.
It does. I know where your brain was at.
Right.
I
Okay.
know where you're thinking.
Yes.
I'm on your wavelength.
Because his hair is thin, like a blonde's would be. And so,
but it's not actually thin. It's just so much lighter. So it's like you're not like you see how my hair is so super dark. And it looks like I have a lot of it because it's super dark and you can see it. Like his is. He's got real light skin and real light hair, so it's like it disappears.
Yeah, well, you don't want a thick-haired, dark ginger.
No.
Those are the worst.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, but those are the worst. Thick-haired, dark gingers.
Shiny ginger.
You want to if you're going to go ginger,
You gotta go shiny ginger.
you want a shiny ginger.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's just what I've been told.
Shiny happy people.
Shiny happy gingers. Ginger. So, I see this picture of this kid, and
FYI, he goes to UGA.
Yeah, so he's a lot of you are going to like this. So he's a dog.
Oh, hold on. I don't know if you've noticed what was in that picture. Did you see what shirt he was wearing?
No.
Your daughter had him put on Blasphemy Alabama shirt. He, UGA, go dogs fella, put on an Alabama shirt for your daughter.
Yeah, which is, like you said, blasphemous. And UGA fans right now listening are furious and are going to find this guy.
And he even, did you look at the comments?
Yeah.
He said the only person I would ever wear crimson red for.
Right, yeah.
And then he said, go dogs. And she's like, respectfully, Roll Tide.
Yeah. I saw that. I saw the whole thing. So that's big, but let me explain this kid to you.
Huge.
All right, so
tell me.
He's a good looking. He looks like he's got his act together.
He does. I know all the things.
And he's pretty jacked. I mean,
he played college baseball for a little bit.
Yeah, so he looks like he's he knows what's going on. Let's just say he doesn't look lost.
It's probably because of what he's getting ready to do.
Yeah, so you're telling me like his dad owns a company, and
so his dad has a contracting company. So I did all the things last night. I was stalking. I went down a rabbit hole. I was like, Bees, just know. So I asked her like 9,000 questions, and they answered everything immediately. And then I went down the rabbit hole of CSI, and gotta be on it. And so his born and bred Georgia, very incredible manners. He was raised Southern, so he's proper. He brought your daughter flowers, and her favorite flowers, FYI. So his father has a contracting company that he's been in business for a very long time. And I'm looking at all of his stuff, and like they build houses, they do renovations, they do decking, they do everything. And it's all gorgeous, like very good, high quality, high end work. And so I guess he started out going to school and was doing college baseball, and then transferred to UGA because he is also same major as her now, going business major because he's going to take over his dad's company. So he is already doing all of these, like, he knows how to build a house.
I know. Well, so I was texting back and forth with her the other night and, saying, look, what's up with these gingers? And you do realize that they're all serial killers. And she says, he's a really nice guy, and I'm excited for you to meet him.
Whoa.
And I'm like, really? And
This is the first one that she's ever said that. How do you feel?
Well, I don't know how I feel like because I haven't met him yet. But
I know, but she's never said that to you before.
So she was like, when you guys come up for the UGA game, it's the first time in regular season that Alabama and UGA played, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big game. So we're going to go up for that. And his parents are going to be there. And so this is like a thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
And I was under the impression, because this is the same guy that is friends with her roommate's boyfriend.
Yes, they actually, all of them grew up together
Oh.
in Georgia. So her roommate is also from Georgia, and her roommate's boyfriend is also they're all from Georgia.
Uh-huh. Okay, so she knew this guy when she lived back in Georgia, this redhead?
Bees did not, but Mags did.
Okay. Well, I thought this guy was just a friend, and he was too quiet and all this stuff. I didn't realize it was something serious.
Hey, I don't know.
This is the dad.
It's a
You
different
get
kind of conversation.
you get it
She
afterwards.
likes him.
You get it afterwards. So she's taking the picture. She got her foot up and the hand on the chest and stuff like that. So she's very excited. So I'm sitting here texting her, and I'm like, look, you got to be careful. You got to have eyes in the back of your head. These gingers can get crazy. They're you're out in the jungle like that. You just got to watch out. And anyway, after like 5 or 6 back and forths of me making ginger jokes, she goes, by the way, he said, don't worry about it. He's heard them all. And I'm like, what? I'm like, are you sharing our conversation with this guy?
Probably, yeah. She warned him.
And
she warned him about you and your ginger jokes.
and she said, I said, yeah. I said, Bees, you're not supposed to share. That's us talking. And so then I find out this guy's name, which I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a condition.
Oh.
Like I've got the blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, okay, so we're going to have to figure this out. We're going to see how thick this kid's skin is.
Well, he did say, in his defense, he said, I was born a ginger. I've heard all the jokes. It's good.
Yeah. That's what he said.
I mean, that's some good skin right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I look at the picture, and I'm a big fan of first reaction, first this, first that, just how you feel, going by gut.
Yeah.
And I like him.
Yeah.
And I look at him, and I just there's something about him that I like, but I'm not allowed to like him.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
I mean, like,
but he knows how to build a house. That's neat.
Like, I can't like him for 5 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
You got to prove yourself, and this is the hell of being a father.
Yeah.
Is that especially when you're not around your daughter every day.
Do I have to go on this 5-year track too?
Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you
That's
did.
a long time.
This is the hell of being a father and not being around your daughter every day when she's off at college and she's dating a boy, is that you want to be supportive, but you don't know the ins and outs. Right. She's never going to tell you the negatives. She's never going to post about the negatives. So you're just getting the positives.
Lucky you, she's going to tell me.
Right. But I want to be supportive, but you can't be overly supportive, because if you back his play without knowing him, then you're the bad guy if it goes wrong and you didn't see it coming, because I'm supposed to be able to tell the future. Very difficult being a father.
That is very tough space for you to be in. And I don't know if I have to, on this side of things, be on your same 5-year track. I mean, he has good manners and opens the door for your daughter and brings her flowers. And
it could all be a ruse.
And, you have to be pretty smart to get into UGA. That's not an easy school to get into.
I understand that, but
and he's like,
you
he's
do
got
realize
his stuff together, and he's running a business.
you do realize serial killers are all pretty smart.
Yes, they are all smart.
Really smart.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy, really
you're
smart.
really smart.
Right.
Oh.
I'm smart. I'm smart.
Serial kill me?
I'm smart enough for you not to know how many people I've killed.
But you used to tell me that I was a serial killer because I didn't have any pictures of anything up in the house.
2 signs a person's a serial killer, and you had both signs. 1, you had 0 pictures around the house, and you're a chick. Yeah. And 2, you ate ice cream by yourself.
I really love to eat ice cream by myself. I don't want anybody to talk to me while I'm eating my ice cream. I just want to sit in the kitchen by myself, slightly in the dark, so nobody comes and bothers me, and eat my ice cream.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're so judgy about that.
That's serial killer mentality.
I feel like it's just a woman thing.
Maybe.
I don't want to share my ice cream with y'all little
That should be a new Crazy Bitch Network show. You know, ice cream serial killers.
Ice cream in the dark.
Ice cream serial killers.
Like that.
Yeah, ice cream cereal.
Ice road truckers.
Like ice road truckers. Yeah, ice cream serial killers. Yeah. All right. Well, Bees, best of luck.
You're gonna meet him.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna meet him. Mm-hmm. You know, here's what I think's gonna happen before the Georgia game, because I don't know when the Georgia game is. Okay. Here's what I think's gonna happen. Because she's all giddy over this guy.
Yeah.
I think. And it'll piss me off, but I won't be able to say anything because I'll be the bad guy if I do.
Okay.
You're going to know, but I'm not. Y'all think I'm stupid, but I'm really not.
No, I know.
She's going to bring him home.
Oh, no, I would tell you that. No, man. No. I know the rules and the Jace Bailey rules, and no, sir, I absolutely would be telling you that. Okay. There's not going to be a surprise. Unless I didn't know. If I didn't know, then that's not on me.
Yeah, and not a good thing to do. Like,
no, duh. I think she also knows that. She was raised by you. She knows the Jason Bailey rules.
All right. Well, I hope she does, because that's going to be bad.
But everybody in this house knows Jason Bailey rules.
But I do think that she wants to bring him. I think she wants us to meet him sooner than the UGA game.
I don't know. Well, see, the good thing is that she is at Alabama during the week and he is at Georgia during the week. And so he's in Athens and she's in Tuscaloosa.
Which, by the way, I like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that because that means that there's no other boys during the week.
Correct. And focus school time during the week.
Focus on the school time. And I think he'll come over.
To her. Absolutely.
To her.
Their friend group are all kids that grew up together, and he grew up in that friend group, and they all go to Alabama.
Yeah.
But him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Yeah. You ready for this?
Because y'all know what the next step is. Like, you're in college, and if you date somebody in college for a long period of time, there's a good chance you know what's next.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Yeah, right.
That's what's next.
Yeah. It's just, you just know what's going to happen. So.
It's all right. We're going to breathe. We got lots of different opportunities, too, because you got Georgia game is September 28th. That's the end of the month.
Yeah.
And then Podcast and Pours 3.
Yeah.
And then
Georgia game's at the end of what, September?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like real soon.
Oh.
Yeah, we're tailgating with her Mag's parents and actually all of the parents.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Oh.
But so Georgia game, then Podcast and Pours 3 in Georgia. Mm-hmm. Then you have Podcast and Pours 4 in Orlando.
December.
And they'll be out of school by then, so probably gonna come down.
Oh.
So that's when we'll have that. I'm foreseeing the future.
Click, ginger. All right. Podcast and Pours 3, those tickets available, thebaileyshow.com, presented by Inspect All Pest Services and Alternate Power Solutions. That's in Georgia, Tannery Row, Buford, Georgia. October 12th. That's a Saturday night. Distinct Grace headlining. We'll do a live podcast recording, $1,000 cash and prizes karaoke contests. Brandon's going to be doing his song on stage, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll get some special guests there.
And just added, you can see bees and the new shiny ginger.
Yeah, and just added as a new attraction, bees and the shiny ginger will be there.
You better get your tickets now.
I'm going to get a text and it's like, dude, I don't know what happened, but ticket sales just skyrocketed. And so Podcast and Pours 4, which we just announced this past weekend, is going to be Saturday, December 14th at Elixir, downtown Orlando. And those tickets are being done in a tier system, so sooner the better. As each tier, the price goes up. And
1 and 2 are gone.
And hotel accommodations are available as well, thanks to the Hilton. And we have Saliva headlining there. Woo! So Saliva, a Distinct Grace will be performing. Once again, we'll do a live podcast, but VIP is available as well. And the way VIP works is you have to have a table of 4 sold. So it's not just individual VIP tickets. So each table, which comes with a bottle, and you're literally right next to the stage.
And we probably have prize bags for the VIPers.
Yeah. That's another thing that we'll have to mention a lot is that we'll probably have prize. I mean, yes, we'll have prize bags.
Get together with your friends and split the cost. You don't like everybody have to pay, like one person pay for all 4. Make those suckers Venmo you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, when you break
the cost,
when you break it down, it's extremely affordable and very fair. Yeah. But if you're looking at it and you're like, oh my God, it's like $400 or $500. Yeah, that's for the entire table.
Yeah.
And so you get 4 people at a table. So that's the deal. And there's only a select amount of VIPs. I think we're only doing 20 or 25 just because of the setup of the venue. Also, we have sponsorship available on site too for Podcast and Pours 4. So if you want to set up a booth at the venue and you want to sponsor it, get a hold of me, thebaileyshow.com. Remember now, this show is on WJRR in Orlando for those that are in Orlando or want to hear a condensed version, just a different version of not the honey. I'm not putting the honey ones in. I'm just putting the BS in. You can listen to that Saturday mornings from 6 to 9. And here in the next week or so, we'll be announcing some more news with the expansion of the Buy Now Is Always news. But I've been working very hard on all of this for a very long time. So
Bucket's back.
No, Bucket's not back. So if you want to listen to that on WJRR Saturday mornings from 6 to 9, it's the BS. And the BS all this week, we'll have some more great special guests. Wait to tell you who it is when we have them. You got anything before we get out?
I love you and the little shiny gingers.
And the little shiny gingers of the world. Yeah. All right. Give us a like, share, follow on the socials at Listen to the BS. All of our information on thebaileyshow.com. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the newsletter. Make sure you're a subscriber of the podcast. Please, let's not lose track. That's the big reason. Big thing is subscribing to the podcast. Please get all the episodes, including the hundreds and hundreds of locked episodes from the past. And all you have to do is go to thebaileyshow.com and subscribe. All right. Have yourself a great, safe rest of your day. Talk to you the rest of the week. I appreciate the support. Bye.
I realize not everyone feels this way. And if you are okay with this stage of your life, honestly, more power to you.
Thanks for listening. Get more information and episodes on thebaileyshow.com.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Subscribe at thebaileyshow.com. Yeah, baby.